3 News at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Jen Lask. Maggie is off today. Crews responded to a garage fire this morning. It's new at noon. It happened this morning near Wiley Avenue in Florida. No one was hurt. A woman driving by saw the fire and she sprang into action, starting by calling 911.
Yep, so another guy stopped named Andrew, and we both called 911, and then when we had them on their way, we went up and knocked on the house that was on fire and the house next door to try to make sure everybody was safe and just do our best to help out.
Say they don't know what caused the fire at this time. Police are investigating after a house was shot at. It happened on Tremont near Goodwin in Urbana. Police were called last night around 8:30. One person was inside the home when it happened. Police there say there was damage to the home, but no one was hurt. We have new details on what a former Boy Scout leader is accused of. We told you last month, 79-year-old Milton Forsberg from Champaign was arrested for trafficking and possession of child pornography. A grand jury found enough evidence to formally charge him. The Boy Scouts of America say someone claimed he had abused them in Champaign in 1965. The Department of Justice says when police searched his home, they found several sexually explicit photos at the foot of his bed, including some with young boys. They say Forsberg tried to hide the photos with his cane while officers searched. Police also found more than 100 images of boys on his computer, and he had more than 30 tabs open to a Russian website known to share images of child pornography. He faces more than 20 years in prison if he's convicted. Police say an Athens man threatened to kill a judge. 24-year-old Cody Martin is charged with threatening a public official and telephone harassment. A complaint filed in Sangamon County says he threatened to kill Judge Jennifer Asher by running her over. It says he made the threat over the phone, and the complaint also says it happened because she suspended someone's parenting time in 2011. The FBI is investigating a former superintendent who's accused of embezzling about $250,000. We told you Dan Brew resigned from the Meridian School District in July. Macon County Sheriff's deputies say the FBI took over the case this summer. Auditors told FBI agents they found a construction company they say Brew created. They say invoices from the company were sent to the district and paid. The auditor's summary says Brew admitted to making the invoices and putting them in a PNC bank account in his name. Two counties have seen an increase in break-ins over the past few days, and now they're reminding people to lock their doors. The Piatt County Sheriff's Office says they've had reports of burglaries to homes, businesses, and cars, and a few $1,000s worth of items were stolen. The Macon County Sheriff's Office says they've seen more car break-ins in Argenta.
First and foremost, lock your cars. Make sure you're not leaving the valuables in there. Don't leave stuff in the car that can be visibly seen by somebody.
A lieutenant in Piatt County says they've identified one person as a suspect for the break-ins there, but he's not ruling out others may be involved. Anyone with surveillance video or information about these break-ins should contact police. We have an update at noon. The Griffin Street Railroad crossing is now closed until Friday, November 22nd. The changes come after a 13-year-old, Dion Jackson, was hit and killed by a train when he was riding his bike across the tracks in 2017. This summer, Danville City Council approved a plan to install crossing arms and other warning signs by the railroad crossing. The project will cost $98,000 with money from federal grants. It took more than a year to approve the plan and designs for the pedestrian crossing through the railroad company. A man is dead after a car and tractor crashed in Iroquois County. It happened on Tuesday near Route 49 and 979 North. That's about 4 miles north of Cissna Park. Police say 63-year-old Fred Hurleman of Onarga, was turning into his farm property, and he was pulling two loaded grain wagons. Police say 28-year-old Kevin Hansen rear-ended the wagon of the tractor. Hansen died at the hospital. Hurleman was also taken to the hospital. We have a sad update from the story of an abandoned dog. We told you a dog was found starving in a ditch in Douglas County, and we've now learned the dog died overnight. The Gensler family tried to save the dog, with Brianna taking him to the vet. Vets said the dog was in bad shape, but the Genslers had hoped to adopt him. The vet's office said several people and organizations, including the Douglas County Animal Shelter, had offered to help with medical expenses. We have new information on the recovery of another dog that had been abandoned. Poppy is staying in a foster home to help with her recovery. She was rescued from a cage in Champaign's Kaufman Lake over the weekend. Animal control leaders said she has a long way to go, but she's keeping a good attitude. The man who rescued her from the lake, Bryant Fritz, says he wants to adopt her as soon as she's done healing. PETA also awarded him the Compassionate Action Award, and they are offering up to $5,000 for information leading to the arrest of whoever's responsible. The Savoy Fire Department has a new chief. Jason Dillingham got the job. He's a Champaign native with 23 years of experience with fire and EMS, and he currently works at the Champaign Fire Department as a lieutenant and is an instructor at the Illinois Fire Service Institute. No word yet on when he'll start in Savoy. If you've had your license suspended for a non-moving violation, you could be getting it back. There's a bill on the governor's desk that would remove language in the state's vehicle code that lets a driver's license be suspended if the driver didn't pay for a fine for more than 10 non-moving violations. People with the outstanding fees would still have to pay their fines.
A driver's license suspension should reflect a person's driving behavior and their driving history. And in this particular case, unpaid parking tickets do not reflect a person's driving behavior or their driving history.
Well, speaking of driving, it's fine right now, but we're going to have a little bit of a rough patch coming up, right?
Yeah, we got some cold temperatures on the way. We expect there to be potentially 25 degrees below normal temperatures by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, as well as a little bit of some snow, too. So definitely going to be a little bit more like winter here by next week. Looking at our weather window, though, out of Mattoon, you can see that there are still some clouds there, but there's clearing occurring across the state. 19 for the low tonight, and only 33 for the day tomorrow. Now, the weekend is pretty nice, but we are talking about the cold as well as that snow after this.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Wright's Furniture and Flooring.
When it rains, it pours. And if your gutters are clogged up with leaves and other debris, the water just spills over the top, and that can result in costly repairs from water damage. Protect your home with LeafGuard, the only seamless one-piece rainwater management system that's built to stay clog-free, guaranteed. And take a look at this, our exclusive Big Mouth. With the extra-large opening, it handles the heavy rain. LeafGuard is the gutter that never clogs, guaranteed. And now's a great time to call LeafGuard during our end-of-year savings sale. You'll receive 75% off labor on a complete LeafGuard system. Plus, there's a bonus. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with your LeafGuard purchase. Call during this program and get a $25 Lowe's gift card with your free gutter inspection and estimate. The end-of-year savings sale from LeafGuard. Receive 75% off labor and a free $25 Lowe's gift card as a gift with your in-home estimate. Just call LeafGuard today.
If you have hearing loss, you can still enjoy the convenience of your cell phone with a mini cell phone amplifier, free to all qualified Illinois residents from iTac. Secure, easy, free. Stay connected on the go. Learn more about this free program at itactty.org. Keep Illinois connected.
Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing has the deal you've been waiting for. Get up to $1,000 in instant rebates or special financing up to 5 years on qualifying equipment. Take advantage of this limited time offer by giving us a call or visiting us at matexservice.com.
Deer hunting season's upon us, and at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we have great deals on hunting supplies to help you bag your next trophy. Like 10-pair packs of grabber hand or mega hand warmers, $4.99. Winchester 2 3/4 inch game and target load shot shells, just $22.99. And buy 3 Goodyear tires, get 1 free with up to $75 in additional rebates. Plus, this Saturday through Veterans Day, as a thank you, active and retired military get an extra 10% off. That's genuine value from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
An official message from Medicare.
Hey, Fred, it's Medicare open enrollment. Time to compare plans.
We're fine with what we have.
That's what the Johnsons thought, until they tried Medicare's new plan finder.
The Johnsons.
We saved a lot on our prescription costs and got extra benefits.
How about it, Fred?
Plans change every year. Use the new plan finder at Medicare.gov.
Comparing plans really pays.
Wow, look how much we can save.
All God's children, we got to come together and share the good feeling. 'Cause nothing ever gonna make this world better if we don't start believing.
Carriage Crossing is encouraging you to not wait until it's too late. Why now is the time to start having those hard conversations concerning your parents' or grandparents' well-being. And Frozen Jr. takes the CI stage. Join us at 4.
Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gervin.
We'll start with our Out of the Rain sweepstakes again, where you enter in the code word for your chance to win one of those nice shed rain umbrellas. And today's code word is NexRad. So go ahead and enter that in onto the WCIA3 weather app or on WCIA.com. We'll start with the good news. The weekend doesn't look too bad. These temperatures are below normal in the upper 40s on Saturday and the low 50s on Sunday, both with at least a fair amount of sunshine. But these, while below normal, are probably going to be the best days that we have for this week, since things really do take a bit of a tumble. Now today, at least it looks nice outside on our Gibson area Hospital and Health Services weather camera, part of a Roofing Dog iNet. The problem is, though, is that we've had a cold front come through this morning, and so our temperatures have been falling. Still, though, as you look at the satellite loop, you'll see that the amount of clouds continue to move off to the southeast, so we'll see more clear skies as we go throughout the day. And there was that very small chance that we were going to see that light rain-snow mix closer to I-70 this morning, and it didn't even really affect much of the area at all. It was actually mainly south of us. So now at this point, we're waiting until we're thinking Monday for our next chance of some snow showers in central Illinois. Temperatures, though, we've already seen our high temperature today early this morning. They've now fallen into the 30s. Now with the afternoon, they've kind of rebounded again into the middle 30s, but they really shouldn't go much higher than where they are right now. 36 degrees in Champaign, as well as for our friends in Petersburg. Paris is there as well. So is Effingham, a little bit cooler off to the north in Bloomington, Pontiac, as well as Watseka. They're in the lower 30s there. Compared to 24 hours ago, this is definitely quite the change. In fact, closing in on 25 degrees cooler right now than it was at this point yesterday in places like Pontiac and Watseka. 17 degrees colder in Champaign. That's all thanks to our winds, which the gusts right now, they've been around 25 miles an hour. Not everybody has them like that, but around 25 or so is what we can expect max gusts to be out of the northwest today for the afternoon. So our high temperatures today will be, again, we've already seen them in the low 40s. We've got a cold day for tomorrow with the 30s. There's our weekend temperatures, but we still are eyeing next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for some very cold air to be working back into central Illinois, the coldest that we're going to see so far this season. Today, though, like I said, we've already seen our high temperature in the low 40s. Early this morning, we're going to be back up to around the upper 30s or so, but we should stay clear for the rest of the day today with our winds out of the northwest at around 15 to 25 miles an hour. So we're already seeing more sunshine taking over right now. Then overnight tonight will be clear with a low of 19, so it's clear and frigid. North winds at around 5 to 15 miles an hour. Here's water tower weather for the day tomorrow. It's going to be a nice sunny day in Slidell with temperatures starting the day off in the upper teens and then topping out, unfortunately, only in the low 30s. Veterans Day, though, we are talking about this being most likely the snowiest day of the week as a cold front will be coming through. We'll see temperatures only top out into the low 30s on Monday with a chance of snow there thanks to a cold front that is coming through. So you'll see that system coming through right here. Here is Monday, and there's that snow coming in here along this cold front, and then behind it, that's where we have the drastically colder air that's expected to move into its place. In fact, we could be talking about heat index values, wind chill values. I wish it was heat index values, but wind chill values of around 0 to even a couple degrees below 0 by Tuesday morning. So here's your 7-day forecast. We're clearing out now after our early high temperature of 41. A sunny but cold day on Friday, a high of 33. The weekend is okay, upper 40s, low 50s both days. And then on Veterans Day, we've got the snow coming in here and the arrival of the cold air. And so, Jen, we're definitely talking about well below average temperatures by the start of next work week. So if anybody will be going outside for a lot of these Veterans Day activities, they're definitely going to want to have to bundle up.
Right. I mean, there are going to be different parades, different events, so hopefully it's nothing too bad. But yes, definitely bundle up if you're watching.
It's going to be a cold one.
Yeah. Well, it is that time of year again where we all have to have put in a little extra yard work, and city leaders in Urbana are warning you to check the rules before you bag your leaves. These bags, which most of us are familiar with, are only meant for leaves. That's because the Landscape Recycling Center processes leaves and wood differently. Leaves are turned into compost and sticks are turned into mulch. They have to be separated so they can process correctly, and the city does not take sticks at all.
Every year there are folks who don't get all of the information and make a mistake. And so every year we're doing new communications. And of course there are people who are new to the community, and so they may not have heard about how we collect leaves here.
There We're also asking people to not tape or glue their bags. That's because the bags will be turned into natural organic waste. The glue and tape would hurt that process. And you always have the option to use your leaves for mulch or fertilizer as well. Speaking of leaves, some area students got to help rake out some of those leaves for those who can't. The 5th through 8th graders at Holy Cross School in Champaign made it their service project. They went out to get rid of leaves for those who aren't physically up to the task, and it was hard work, but the kids seemed to enjoy it, not only helping, but working together. It is 12:17 right now. We'll be back with more.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Bard Optical. We're searching for a talented creative candidate to be our commercial producer. 509 Creative has an immediate opening for you to be part of our creative team. It's not a job, it's a career in TV. Interested? Apply online at WCIA.com/work-for-us.
At Washington Savings Bank, we pride ourselves in making banking more convenient and secure for our customers. We offer a variety of products for every lifestyle. Discover the possibilities at Washington Savings Bank, located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with our 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carpet Weavers, when you're looking for new floors, we know what you want.
A perfect installation.
You want an expert to help.
You want it to be easy.
To be happy.
You want a great deal, right, Dad?
She's a chip off the old block.
Yes, at Carpet Weavers, we know floors and furniture.
But what really runs in our family is that we know what our customers really want.
Everything.
Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
Come home to beautiful.
You'll gain peace of mind knowing you won't have to climb a ladder in the cold and rainy conditions to clean out your clogged gutters. There are thousands of ladder-related injuries every year, and you don't want to be next. Protect your home and yourself with one call to LeafGuard.
I wanted to make sure to keep the water away from the home because I think certainly the chance for damage of the foundation, so it's peace of mind.
Be like thousands of satisfied LeafGuard customers who've given up gutter cleaning forever, and give us a call now during our end-of-year savings sale. You'll receive 75% off labor on a complete LeafGuard system. A $200 Visa gift card is a bonus with purchase. And call today during this program and get a $25 Lowe's gift card as a free gift with your complimentary gutter inspection and estimate. The end-of-year savings sale from LeafGuard. Receive 75% off labor on a complete LeafGuard system.
November 11th, Veterans Day, the one day we pay respect to all of our veterans, and the one day we stand united in their honor. This message brought to you by Operation Honor Guard, with support from Freedom Roofing. Do you have a financial game plan? Let the family wealth coaches at Boyer and Sappenfield help you with your wealth strategies. Big city service with a small town touch. Specialists in retirement and long-term growth and preservation. Trust Boyer and Sappenfield with your financial goals.
Being the local kid genius Sheldon Cooper isn't easy.
You're just begging to get beat up. I'm more concerned about the biggest bully of all, the sun.
But being his twin, slam dunk.
My daughter's here to try out. I'm not going to put a girl on the team. Not even going to give her a chance.
You won't be on that team? Get your glove, let's go.
Missy, do good baseball.
A new young Sheldon, tonight at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Live from your local news leader, Maggie Hockenberry, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gerfen. You're watching WCIA 3 News at noon.
People in Clinton are keeping fellow community members warm this winter. The sorority Beta Sigma Phi runs a coat drive every year at the Dove Center. Drop-off bins were placed in schools, shops, and grocery stores. And sorority members say they welcome anyone in need of a coat, but children are the main priority.
We feel that the kids in town need help trying to get warm clothes for the winter. And there's a lot of people in town that are looking for a place to send a nice coat to that's still quite usable.
Coats left over at Dove get to be sent to the elementary schools for distribution. The coat drive has been a Clinton tradition for more than 20 years. Now for a WCIA3 follow-up, we told you about the Art Theater in Champaign suddenly closing its doors late last month. Since then, there's been a lot of tension between the Art Film Foundation and the landlord. The art's landlord, David Kraft, filed a notice of default. He told us that means if they don't pay him rent by Tuesday, he gets controls of all of the assets. The foundation's lawyer says because of the bankruptcy filing, he can't do that, and the court could fine him if he tries. Plus, the foundation's trustee is not in a position to pay rent, which is also because of the bankruptcy filing. The landlord, Kraft, says losing the theater meant losing a big chunk of his income, and he's trying to find a new owner to take over and make it a business again as soon as possible. And he says he doesn't understand why the closing process is being drawn out.
Why? I want to save this place. If they care about this place the way they say that they do, then why are they trying to stop me from getting a new tenant in here?
Foundation president, why this happened after a fundraising campaign earlier this year successfully raised $25,000 to save the Art Theater, bringing them to what they said at the time was the point of developing long-term plans for true sustainability. We were directed to the foundation's lawyer for that question, and she told us she's not sure what specifically that money was used for, but that $25,000 is just a small portion of what it really takes to keep up the Art Theater up and running. It is 12:23. We'll have more weather after this.
WCIA3 presents Veterans Voices, honoring those who served. Retired Army Sergeant Toby Yarborough has made it his mission to match vets from across the country with the right service dogs for their needs. To him, they're not only man's best friend, but buddies fighting long after the war. Veterans Voices, sponsored by Tatman's Towing.
If you can't work due to injury or illness, how will you get by? These days, Social Security turns most people down for disability benefits.
We offer real help for real people who can't work.
Our disability lawyers fight for people like you every day.
We've helped thousands win disability benefits, even after they've been denied. Let us help you.
Call toll-free 1-877-554-5574. Tuggle, Skiro, Lichtenberger, and Beamer.
We tip our hats to the men and women who serve to protect hearth and home. At Slumberland's Veterans 3-Day Sale this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, get $25 off your purchase of $49 or more, or $100 off your purchase of $5.99 or more. Plus, veterans and active service members get an extra 10% off with our gratitude. Here's to those who keep us safe. Here's to our veterans. Slumberland Furniture.
What we achieve for patients is life-changing.
You get your smile back, your confidence back in just one day.
A new smile at a price you can afford.
With the dignity and respect you deserve.
Don't wait another day. Nothing is more life-changing than a healthy, confident smile.
Let Affordable Dentures and Implants create your new smile. Schedule your consultation now. Call 1-800-DENTURE or visit affordabledentures.com.
Is that too heavy? Try it.
I got it.
Wow, this looks amazing. Can I help you make a few?
Sure.
You sure? Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. What's the ultimate dream for your business?
We have this hunger project that I give back to the kids to buy food.
How long have you had this dream?
10 years.
So you're 6 years old and you had the dream for 10 years. That's pretty good. That's someone that knows what they want to do in life.
It's the warehouse reduction sale on in-stock flooring at Tuscola Home Center. All of our in-stock tile, hardwood, laminate, and vinyl is on sale now. Choose from our wide variety of high-quality hard flooring. Thousands of square feet on sale. Over 60 styles to choose from. Tuscola Home Center offers secure installation, so you're never alone in the process. Don't wait for that new flooring. Get it now. Make the vision for your home a reality at Tuscola Home Center. Lowest prices guaranteed.
Trust WCIA3 News at 6 for a full hour of the day's local news with Paul Cicchini, Jennifer Roscoe, the most accurate weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty, and consistent coverage of local sports and your Illini Nation from Brett Behrens. A legacy of local news for over 65 years. Trust WCIA3, your local news leader. WCIA3 News is sponsored by Edelman Electric Plumbing and HVAC.
So we've got sunny skies the rest of the day now since our chance of light rain, snow mix in the morning is all done. We're also seeing clearing skies as well. Now for tomorrow, it'll be a sunny but cold day, a high of only 33. A little bit nicer for the weekend. We've got upper 40s and low 50s with a fair amount of sunshine both of those days. But then on Veterans Day, Tuesday and Wednesday, bitter cold temperatures, some snow showers and flurries on Monday, cold.
All right, well, thanks for watching and stay warm.